This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to keep covering Pablo Hidalgo and how he insulted Star Wars Theory, who is a Star Wars channel with over 2 million subscribers, getting towards 3 million now. And this is a site called Disney Star Wars is Dumb. The article is clarifying Pablo Hidalgo's clarification because obviously Pablo Hidalgo apologized, but we know it's not sincere. We know he apologized because he had to. Probably somebody up on top told him, you gotta apologize. What you said was pretty goddamn distasteful. Let's get into it. So, he tweets out, I wish to clarify that my post that emotions are not to be shared was sarcastic self-mockery, and I was certainly not intended to be hurtful to anyone, and I'm deeply sorry that it was. As a lifelong fan, I appreciate fans expressing how they feel. It's what being a fan is about. And here's the thing. When you use Twitter, when you tweet out things, I think a lot of times it's impulsive. A lot of times it's what you actually feel. And I think in the moment he was just being a little bit of a dick and he just tweeted that out. And what happened was Star Wars Theory reacted to the Luke Skywalker appearance in Mandalorian Season 2, and he cried a little bit. So Pablo Hidalgo had to be like, emotions are not to be shared. Now, Pablo Hidalgo, if you don't know, is an executive who works at Lucasfilms, which is why this is a big deal. If he was just another fan, I guess, okay, that's his right, and other fans do that, but he works at Lucasfilms. He should say nothing except, I'm glad you enjoyed this product. Thanks so much for watching. Whatever, something like that, in any variation of just showing gratitude that Star Wars Theory is actually putting positive vibes out there about Star Wars in general, despite not liking The Last Jedi. And the article goes on to point out that actually Pablo Hidalgo has been doing this all along. It's not like this is his first time, let's speculate, did he mean it, did he not mean it? No, he's been doing this all along. So he said that basically a YouTuber is a tick. Well, Star Wars Theory is a YouTuber. So we know how Mr. Hidalgo feels about YouTubers before we even get into this thing here that happened recently. He also made fun of Star Wars Theory specifically for complaining that Lucasfilms demonetized his huge fan film, which got millions and millions of views. Turns out, I think he got it remonetized, but, Pablo Hidalgo made fun of him at first for complaining. So, Pablo's got a history. And the history shows, well, he doesn't really give a shit much about Star Wars Theory and the fans in general. So why the hell would he be sarcastic now? He wasn't. It was an impulse, he got caught doing it, called out, so he apologized. And then, looks like he calls out some other YouTubers, saying that they are toxic, including Ivan Ortega, that Star Wars girl, World Class Bullshitters, Geeks and Gamers, and Jeremy's personal channel, and a couple of others. And, the word toxic is really, really a bullshit word. There it is again. I mean, it's just one of those words that's made to make the toxic person look like they're wrong, they're hateful, they've got no opinion that counts. Well, the truth is, toxic fans are mostly speaking facts about the Star Wars Disney franchise and why the administration is terrible. Because they do things like this. Administration is supposed to be above that. They also call out, as I do and I have, what's wrong with the Star Wars Disney movies. Quick example, the lightsaber scene in The Last Jedi, which everybody loves, has a ton of technical errors. That's not an opinion. You can like the lightsaber battle between Rey and Kylo and the Red Guards, but you can't deny that there's a bunch of mistakes and inconsistencies with the action. That's a fact. So, when things like that are pointed out, I guess they don't like it. And, Pablo Hidalgo here says that the Star Wars fanbase has always been divided. This is their big thing. It's always been divided. Well, not like this. It was divided more like, hey, I like the prequels, I don't like the prequels. That's about it. George Lucas never fought with the fans. George Lucas never called fans toxic because they had their opinion. He was a gentleman about it for the most part, and he stayed out of it. He explained himself. He probably felt a little bit bad. But this administration, well, they shove identity politics, feminism, and whatever else down the fans' throats. And, this whole article here is calling out Pablo Hidalgo, and it's a great article. This guy who runs the site, Ikibaka, I believe, does a great job. So you guys, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Give a shout out to Soul Assassin, been supporting here a long time. Also, Viper Chief 117, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. Wait, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I'm doing pop culture, Star Wars, stuff like that. I mess up the end of the video sometimes, but it's all good. The beginning's much more important than the end. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.